Yeah, my name is Michael Santiago. I'm going to talk about a story about a young lady that I knew back in 1977. I remember I used to go into the East Oakland Community Center on 82nd and East 14th in Oakland. I used to go in there with my friends, play pool, we kick it, laugh and talk and stuff like that. He noticed a young lady was looking at me, and she was interested in me, and I was like, what young lady? And he said, the young lady looking at you over there by the corner of the wall. And I looked and I didn't see her. Then I looked again the second time and I seen her and she was looking at me and I was like, wow, she's pretty. And I went over there and introduced myself to her. She told me her name was Teresa. I said, how you doing, Teresa? My name is Michael. We got to talking, chit-chatting, getting to know one another. We exchanged phone numbers. And at that time, I got to know her over the phone. She got to know me, and I got to know her family, her brothers and sisters, her mother and her dad. Years went on, and we was cool with one another. But then when I had turned 14 years old, I was like, Mom, I need some money. Teresa's birthday is coming up. He said, what you do with your allowance? And I said, I spent it on arcade games. He said, well, you need to go out there and hustle up and get you a job or cut you some lawns or cut you some grass. And I said, okay. So I went out there and I started hustling up some money. I was blessed with a job. I had a job at the age 14 and I was helping people. So I got paid good money for it and I bought her some diamond earrings. I bought her some movie tickets and some roses. Her mother went to my mother and said, your son is being a little too serious with my daughter. I said, he can't do this. At that time, I liked Teresa very much and she liked me. As time went on, our relationship was up and down, a little roller coaster ride. We get into arguments, we break up, we get back together. That went on and everything was cool. After that, when I turned 22 years old, I proposed to her. She told me no. She wanted to date other men, and I was sad about that. So what happened was I ran into her five years later, and I seen her mother, and her mother said, my daughter's looking for you. So I went over to the house, and we talked. She had a baby named Jasmine. I gave her the nickname Jazz. And the little baby looked at me and smiled, and I laughed at her. And then after that, we got to talking. She fed me, and she proposed to me. I told her yes. But I had to get out of a relationship because it was a bad relationship, and I wanted to start anew with Teresa. At that time when I made a mistake by leaving Oakland, and I should have married her and I should have stayed, but I missed that opportunity. What I hope from this is that I hope to include you in my life and what I'm doing today. I'm incarcerated, I did some crazy things, but a lot of that's behind me and I'm doing for the better now today. But I hope you and your daughter is okay. I hope to see you both. Do I still care about you? Yes, I do. Do I think about you? Yes, I do. Do I still want to marry you? Yes, I do. But if you're with somebody, just as long as he treats you right, I just want to be able to see you and just give you a hug and let you know that I'll always be there if you ever need me.